Are you tired of being afraid of rejection? Ready to stop being afraid to say hi to a beautiful girl? In this video, I'm gonna give you 4 concepts that are gonna make this a reality.
Yeah, I flow like a river, I'm a big wave. And they say the kid is sick enough to spit AIDS, get paid, leave a brother limping if he...
Welcome to the Bootcamp at Home. Transform your dating life in 30 days. In a 7-man community/mastermind group lasting 1 month. Every week, we'll have a 2-hour call meant for coaching and discussion. I'm providing the group with a structured curriculum meant to leave you with a blueprint, giving you a clear-cut path to success with women. After each call, I'll give everyone their own individualized goals based on the lesson of the week. For those not capable of affording in-person coaching, this is a surefire way to improve. There are only 7 spots available. If you are interested, text at home to 702-841-9909.
The first concept that you have to understand is your 2.0 version. This is the next version of yourself. There's a person that if he was in your body would not have these issues that you're having currently. He wouldn't be afraid to say hi to a girl. He would not have any issues with getting rejected. It wouldn't affect him whatsoever. He may even get excited in rejection. If you want a different outcome, you have to have a different input. The input being who you are as a person. So if I was to put somebody else in your body, how would this guy think differently? What kind of habits would this guy have in your place? Number 1, it just would not be that big a deal. A lot of people, they feel that when they are interacting with the world and there's somebody out there that can do something that they're afraid to do, that person is just a lot braver than they are. This isn't the case. In all actuality, to this person, that thing that you are terrified to do is not that big a fucking deal. So you see a cage fighter and he's about to go fight this giant monster of a man. And you say to yourself, that's not something I could ever do. You can imagine yourself shaking, hands sweating. But here's the thing. To the man that's about to jump in the cage to go fight this guy, it's not that big a deal. It's another day in the office. It's another day at work. In the same way, you have to get to the point to where talking to a girl, to being extroverted, to interacting with others, is just not that big a fucking deal. It's not some life or death situation. It's not going to change your viewpoint of yourself. You have what's called an internal locus of control. And I'll explain in a second how to get there. He has a strong sense of his value. When he is interacting with the world, when he's talking to other people, he believes that he is of value. He's not worried about what others are thinking about him. He's not walking through the world constantly on edge. He instead is in the moment. He is present. He's enjoying his interactions and he assumes that what he says is valuable. He doesn't look at being extroverted as work. He looks at it as play. He interacts with people through a playful manner. He's not looking at it as work. Now let me show you how to become this guy. Firstly, quality and quantity of effort. A lot of you go out for a very short period of time, and by a very short period of time, I mean 1 to 3 months, and you are getting infuriated that this isn't yet easy for you to go say hi to a girl and that you are still being so devastated when a girl rejects you. Firstly, it takes more time than that. This is called exposure therapy. You should be looking more to 1 year to 2 years to really start seeing results when it comes to approach anxiety and fear of rejection. So be patient. Now you want to be going out 2 to 3 times a week with the intent of being extroverted. And this means going to nightclubs, bars, going to the streets and saying hi to people. And throughout your days outside of these experiences, you want to be focusing on the smallest integer of action. Let's say you're somebody that is going into an Uber, or you're at work, or you are walking through a grocery store. Maybe you're giving somebody a compliment. Maybe you start a small conversation. Maybe you make a little joke. Here and there, you want to be taking the smallest integer actions because you want to start training your subconscious mind that you are somebody that's extroverted. Action feeds ego, ego feeds action. Your actions feed the personality and the person you think you are, and the person you think you are feeds back into your actions. If you're throughout your day being extroverted a little bit more than you usually are, easier and easier with time to communicate with others, to be outgoing. When you see that beautiful girl, it'll be tenfold easier for you to go say hi to her. Now, if throughout your days before you going out and talking to women, you are shy and in your head, not speaking to anybody, how hard will it be for you to go say hi to her? I called it tiered approaching. Now, if you're in an environment where you expect to be outgoing and extroverted and it's very difficult for you, it's because a lot of times you put so much weight on the approach itself. You're not just thinking about how do I say hi, you're thinking about how do I say hi, then hold the conversation so the person doesn't hate me or reject me. So you want to piecemeal your approaches. Whenever I think about approaching somebody, or I have a client who is having difficulties approaching somebody, I put to them this. I say, all right, can you approach them in an indirect, direct way? Meaning, can I approach them in a way that is showing intent without saying it directly? No. Can I approach them directly? Which means, hey, you're sexy. What's your name? No. Then can I approach them, make a friend? No. Then can I give a passing compliment? A passing compliment, hey, I love your shoes, and you can just keep walking. No conversation necessary. Now, let me give you a few exercises that will help. I call this exercise the 3 good and the 3 bad. I want you to visualize approaching somebody in the most calm, comfortable, confident way possible. And I want you to do this 3 times in your head. Have an internal dialogue between you and this imaginary self, 3 sentences each. So, hi. You're attractive, what's your name? The person responds, you respond, they respond back. Do this 3 times back to back. Then I want you to imagine yourself being in the same headspace, being calm, comfortable, relaxed, and confident. And them hating your guts. Them hating your guts, saying the most vicious thing possible they could to you. And you staying resolute, calm, and relaxed. It teaches you how to expect positive feedback from people, but also to be able to handle bullshit when people throw it at you. Another great exercise is when you're out there approaching people and you find yourself getting very in your head, very tense and very shaky, I want you to go back to that interaction where you felt that way, re-visualize it, and imagine yourself being super relaxed and calm in the interaction. A great exercise that I've heard a lot of people talk about is meditation. A big problem is that they think too much. And if you want to fix this, you want to learn how to be in the moment, present. If you think too much about the past or the future, this takes away from your present. Makes it hard to have a free-flowing conversation with somebody. Okay, if you guys want to sign for coaching, text me at 702-841-9909. I do in person and online. And with that being said, peace.
Yeah, I flow like a river, I'm a big wave. And they say the kid is sick enough to spit AIDS, get paid. Leave a brother limping if he bitch made. Reaching for my trigger while I stick you with a switchblade. Real players never get played. Always getting bitches, I've been pimping since the 5th grade. Listen to the kid, he's just so vicious how he spits